for the benefit and enjoyment of the people.
Hello everyone, Hike and Hinkle here with a special video today. Nicole and I braved the harsh winter elements to visit America's first national park, Yellowstone, in February. On our first day, we took a shuttle bus from the airport to Mammoth Hot Springs, which is located near the northern boundary of the park.
So everything you see on these rocks right here, this isn't ice buildup, that's actually calcium from the water that's boiling out of the earth and going over the rocks. So this is constantly building up due to that calcium buildup, and that's created what we're looking at here.
It is kind of funny that that's snow and that's calcium.
Yeah.
Also just the temperature gradient of like you've got all the steam and then snow.
Yeah.
At the start of our second day, we took a snow coach to get to the Old Faithful Snow Lodge. The snow coaches are basically small school buses with monster truck tires that are able to go over the top of the deep snow that occurs within the park. The snow coaches, along with snowmobiles, are the only ways to venture within the park and reach Old Faithful during the long winter months.
This is all accumulation on the trees from the steam coming off that vent. You can see it here on the side facing towards the vent, but on the other side, the pine needles are bare. So today we took a snow coach on over to the Old Faithful Snow Lodge, and we have somehow found ourselves back on cross-country skis trying to get to Biscuit Basin, way off that way. This is Morning Glory Pool right here. There are so many bison in this park. They're everywhere, just chilling on the sides of the ski trail.
Almost missed this one.
And we almost missed this guy. He's just here relaxing on the nice warm ground. We're at the Biscuit Basin Loop Walkway. So one of the main reasons we came to Yellowstone National Park in the winter was to avoid the huge crowds that flock here during the summer. And one of the examples of that can be seen here. We just arrived at Biscuit Basin, right down the road from Old Faithful, and Nicole and I are the only ones in the entire basin. So now we get to enjoy all these glaciers and pools in pretty much solitude.
So there are a lot of different organisms that thrive in hot springs. One of them is spirulina, which I'm sure you've heard of from every single detox supplement touting as the next new superfood. It's actually a microorganism that causes that bright blue color.
So this right here just looks like a pool with nothing going on, but we just saw it erupt, and it probably went about like 15, 20 feet up into the air. Some of these geysers can be a little deceiving. So we were not able to finish our loop here around Biscuit Basin, because you can see there's a herd of a bunch of bison walking along, but we don't want to get trapped out here on the one-way path that leads us back towards our skis that way. So we're gonna go back the way we came before they cut us off. So now that we are done checking out Biscuit Basin, we are gonna get back on the cross-country skis and head back towards the Old Faithful Snow Lodge, hopefully making it there before dark. So just as we were coming back up the hill, we saw Old Faithful Geyser, and it started erupting here just as we crested the hill. So it's starting to get dark here, but we're gonna make it back to the ski shop in time before it closes and it gets too dark, and we got to see Old Faithful. Great timing overall.
On day 3, we woke up excited to explore more of the upper Geyser Basin that surrounds Old Faithful. Old Faithful erupts approximately once every 74 minutes, and they post the predicted time of the next eruption at the visitor center and the ranger stations throughout Yellowstone. The eruption predictions are typically accurate within a 20-minute window around the predicted time. Nicole and I got lucky enough that when we woke up, we had just enough time to make an eruption. There were more people around during the day than the previous night when we had the whole geyser to ourselves. But with the onlooking group capping out at around 30 people, this is a huge decrease from the hundreds who flock to each eruption during the summer months.
So this morning we woke up and we saw Old Faithful erupt. It was pretty awesome. It goes like, I'd say just about 100 feet into the air. It's a little hard to make out the actual water that's shooting out of the geyser, just because it's so cold out right now that it immediately turns into steam.
Which then also blends into the gorgeous, gorgeous day that today is.
Yeah, so it's hard to make out, but it was still impressive to see nonetheless. I'm just not sure how well it's gonna come out on video. And now the rest of the morning here, we are just walking all along the boardwalk surrounding Old Faithful and this geyser field. You can see all the steam coming out through them, and we're gonna walk on that little boardwalk path and check them out.
It's so isolated in this area during the winter that we even got the treat of seeing a coyote taking the boardwalk path, and later got to see them hunt a mouse within the deep snowbanks along the river.
What's this one?
Pump geyser.
It does sound kind of like a pump.
When our noses were frozen from the wind and we were no longer able to feel our fingers, we gave in and returned to the warmth of the snow lodge to await our snow coach back to Mammoth Hot Springs. On the way back, we stopped at the Paint Pots, which is a geothermal feature which showcases a large mud puddle on top of a caladra. This combination causes large bubbles to continuously be released through the mud, creating a scene that belongs in a dinosaur movie, rather than a national park. I highly suggest visiting Yellowstone National Park in the winter. Being able to visit famous landmarks such as Old Faithful while being alone in the wilderness was truly a surreal experience that I can't do justice in this video, and you'll have to go out and experience it. We then enjoyed a gorgeous view of the sun setting over the snowfields of Yellowstone, while watching more herds of bison moving along in the distance. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for future adventures, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Some of the bison just don't give a shit.
I know. Yeah, sometimes water just explodes out of the ground. It happens. So like, can we just bask for a second? Like, look at the mountains, the trees, this field, the fucking geysers, the bison. And we're just out here on our own.
It's freaking incredible, man.
This mist smells great.